The following video tells of the spooky tales from Risca, with accounts from local people.
Welcome to Vaughan's Days Out, guys, and it's Halloween season. I thought what better way to start it off than to share some ghost stories from Risca and Pontymister.
I remember a story my nan told me. She said that she saw a lady in a blue dress with a pointed hat. She was on a white horse. She got off the horse and walked through it, got back on, and they both disappeared. This was apparently Lower Ocher, with just at the top of the lane.
And currently opposite the Bengal Cymru, it actually used to be a pub known as the Risca House. And when it was a pub, it was believed that there was an apparition of a man who would often be seen sat in the bar.
I saw a ghost when I was up by the train track behind the cemetery. I was only about 7 or 8 at the time. She would have been about 5'7", dressed in a red dress, but I could see right through the lower half of her. I absolutely ran like hell, but have never forgotten it.
And now outside St Mary's Church Hall, and it's here where disembodied voices have been heard, and a ghost of a Roman soldier has also been seen.
I do a lot of cold water dipping. I was introducing my friend to it. Took a selfie when we finished, and to the left of me, there is a face of a man that looks clearly like a miner. Obviously, there was a colliery up there, and we was right on the spot where it was.
My mum lived in Fanlia and told me of the Blue Lady. She saw in her bedroom frightened me to death, as I live there now.
The Tun stands overlooking Risca. It possesses lots of strange stories, from fairies, hounds of hell, and ghosts. It is believed to be protected by magic. Fairy music is also heard drifting down the side of the mountain. Those who follow it never return.
When I was young, a group of us, around the ages of 12, walked up Tumberlum from Risca and over to the park in the Forest Drive. After playing in the park, everyone except me wanted to go down to the pond, so I stubbornly decided to walk back home to Risca. I got lost and was upset and was approached by an old lady. She showed me the way to get on the Darren Lane and safely on my way. I thanked her and said goodbye and walked on. When I turned around, she had disappeared. I'm sure she was a ghost.
The canal by the first bridge, apparently a young child died on his bike. My sister was on her bike years ago, heard a bike's bell, moved aside, looked back, no one there.
I remember when I was younger, I was walking home to Teesside with my dad. It was around 6-7 p.m., but was dark and we saw an old man walking his dog very clearly. Just ahead of us looked normal, but as we kept walking, the man and dog started to fade. Next thing we knew, he walked completely through the bricked-up under tunnel and was completely gone. They just completely disappeared into thin air. Never been able to explain. It was around 25 years ago.
St. Mary's Church in Risca allegedly has ghostly presences. A friend of mine who did the cleaning said that her dog always seemed to greet someone at the back of the church.
The downhill bike track, the forest sits above the old Blackvian colliery. The mine collapsed, killing and burying 100 men and boys. On a quiet night in the forest, you can hear singing in the wind from all the dead miners.
The last tale comes from the miners' graves. A woman in white has been seen walking around the graves, believed to be the widow of one of the miners, mourning for her true love. The creator of this channel has also seen this ghost with two friends when they were teenagers.
Happy Halloween.